Are you wondering if it's worth trading in your faithful PlayStation 4 for a PS5? If you're hesitating, this video is the answer you need. Today, I'll showcase a must-see selection of the 18 best PS4 games that not only define the generation but also offer experiences so captivating they might just help you make your decision. In this video, I'll explain why these games are considered essential and how they might make you rethink the value of your PS4. These games go far beyond graphics and gameplay, representing true masterpieces that every gamer should experience. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring you daily content so you don't miss a single detail of the gaming world. If you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be thrilled. Gamer to gamer. When it comes to the best PS4 games, one title that always comes to mind is Horizon. This game stands out for how it blends an engaging narrative with action-packed and strategic gameplay. You find yourself in a post-apocalyptic world where machines dominate the landscape and humans fight for survival. What makes this experience unique is how the protagonist uses her bow and arrows, along with a range of technological tools, to hunt down these massive mechanical creatures. Each battle becomes a mix of adrenaline and strategy, something every gamer loves to experience. Additionally, exploration is another strong point of this game that you should play. The open world offers stunning and varied environments, from lush forests to arid deserts. This variety not only pleases the eye but also challenges the player to constantly adapt, whether it's changing combat tactics or choosing the right moment to strike. And if you enjoy games that captivate you, know that the side missions here are as engaging as the main story, ensuring hours of guaranteed fun. You can't talk about this game without mentioning its impact on the gaming industry. For example, the design of the creatures inspired other titles to rethink their approaches to creating enemies and worlds that break the mold. It's hard not to feel immersed in a game that combines breathtaking graphics with a rich and deep narrative. If you haven't had the chance to check it out yet, it's one of those games you need to play to understand why it's considered one of the best PS4 games. In second place, we have a game that stands out not only for the beauty of its environments, but for how it literally transports you to feudal Japan. Playing this title is almost like watching a samurai film, except you're in control of the action. The gameplay focuses on sword combat and stealth, making each duel intense and challenging. Mastering the sword techniques provides an indescribable sense of achievement, something only the best games can deliver. The gameplay system is one of this game's major strengths. One striking detail is the use of the wind as a guide. Instead of following a conventional map, you can literally feel the wind's direction to find your next objective, adding an impressive layer of immersion. The battles are also memorable, especially when facing groups of enemies and needing to use both strength and strategy to prevail. This dynamic makes each fight unique and challenging, creating an experience that remains engaging from start to finish. Additionally, the setting is simply breathtaking. Blooming fields, dense forests, and snow-capped mountains create a visual contrast that's hard to forget. The best part is that all these elements aren't just for show. They directly impact gameplay, whether by hiding you from enemies or creating additional challenges during fights. If you're a gamer and haven't played this yet, it's an experience you can't miss. In third place, we have Marvel's Spider-Man. This game excels in capturing the essence of being Spider-Man. The feeling of swinging through the streets of New York, leaping from one skyscraper to another, is simply amazing. The fluidity of the movements and the speed at which you can traverse the city make exploration as enjoyable as battling enemies. Speaking of which, the combat mechanics are among the best, allowing you to combine quick strikes, webs, and acrobatics to take down villains spectacularly. But the gameplay goes beyond fights and exploration. The game offers a range of missions and side activities that keep the pace and prevent the experience from becoming repetitive. From disarming bombs to solving scientific puzzles, there's always something new to do. What's interesting is how the game blends moments of pure adrenaline with quieter ones. This creates a balance that keeps players engaged from start to finish. Another highlight is the fidelity with which New York City has been recreated. Every block, every corner, is meticulously modeled to reflect the urban life we see in films and comics. This attention to detail makes you feel truly immersed, as if you're living the hero's adventures. With new threats and challenges always on the horizon, There's no doubt this is one of the best PS4 games, and a title that deserves a spot in your collection. In fourth place, we have Metal Gear Solid 5. This title deserves your full attention. The freedom it offers in approaching missions is impressive. You can choose to stealthily infiltrate an enemy base using sophisticated gadgets, or opt for a more direct approach, causing chaos. This flexibility in gameplay makes each playthrough unique and unpredictable, keeping players constantly engaged. The game is also known for its vast open world, allowing you to explore various environments, from arid deserts to dense forests. The attention to detail is remarkable, such as the day and night cycle that directly influences how you plan your actions. Playing at night, for example, can be an advantage, as enemies have a harder time seeing you. On the other hand, daytime missions require a more cautious approach. This dynamic forces you to constantly adapt your strategy, making the game extremely engaging. Another standout aspect is the narrative, which, even in a gameplay-focused game, doesn't neglect emotional depth and moral dilemmas. Every character you encounter has a complex backstory, and your choices throughout the game can impact the unfolding of events. This adds an extra layer of immersion, making you feel like a part of that universe. Continuing our list, we have a game that stands out as a unique experience blending frantic action with a deep and philosophical narrative. I'm talking about Nier Automata, where the game places you in a post-apocalyptic world where androids fight to save humanity from an alien invasion. The gameplay is fluid and dynamic, allowing you to switch between melee combat and third-person shooting, creating a variety of play styles that keep the experience fresh and exciting. This genre combination makes each battle intense and memorable. Beyond the action, the game also offers moments of exploration and puzzle solving that add depth to the experience. The world is filled with secrets and hidden areas that encourage player curiosity. As you progress, you'll encounter missions that not only expand the story but also explore complex philosophical themes, such as the nature of existence and the meaning of life. This makes the game more than just entertainment, providing a level of reflection that few games achieve. Another aspect that can't be ignored is the soundtrack, which perfectly complements the game's melancholic and dark tone. Each piece of music seems to align with the events of the story, intensifying immersion and leaving a lasting impression. If you haven't experienced this masterpiece yet, it's definitely one of those games you need to play, not just for the challenge it offers, but for the profound emotional experience it provides. In sixth place, we have a game that deviates from the norm of major releases but is worth every second of gameplay: Journey. This title is a brilliant example of how less can be more. It offers a unique experience with its minimalist style and a narrative that is felt more than told. You play as a mysterious traveler exploring a vast desert with the goal of reaching a distant mountain. The game stands out for its simplicity in gameplay, but it is precisely this simplicity that creates a profound sense of exploration and discovery. The visual beauty is a highlight, with stunning scenery and an art direction that makes each scene a masterpiece in itself. Additionally, Journey's soundtrack is simply phenomenal, enhancing the emotional experience of the game. The music perfectly matches the rhythm of your journey, intensifying moments of exploration and discovery. If you're looking for a gaming experience that is both meditative and deeply engaging, this is a title you should play. Now let's talk about a game that marked the PS4 generation. Many love it, while others didn't enjoy it as much, but The Last of Us Part 2 is a game you need to play to form your own opinion. The game plunges the player into a deep and emotionally intense narrative. This sequel, set in a post-apocalyptic world, continues to explore complex themes like revenge, pain, and redemption. It offers rich, intense gameplay where every combat encounter is challenging and every choice carries significant weight. The need to use both stealth and aggression makes each situation unique and engaging. The level of detail and realism is impressive. From the destroyed environments to the characters' expressions, everything is meticulously crafted to create a sense of realism and immersion. The explorable areas are rich in detail and environmental storytelling, allowing you to feel the pain and beauty of the world around you. This is complemented by the characters' development and their stories, which add layers of depth to the narrative. The emotional aspect of the game is undeniably powerful, with moments that will challenge your emotions and provoke deep reflection on the nature of humanity and its motivations. The combination of an engaging narrative with challenging gameplay makes The Last of Us Part 2 a game you need to play if you're looking for an experience that goes beyond mere entertainment. Of course, God of War cannot be left out. It's a prime example of how a reboot can brilliantly reinvent a franchise. This new entry in the series takes players to a world inspired by Norse mythology, where Kratos, the iconic anti-hero, is now a father facing new challenges. The gameplay is a perfect blend of intense combat and exploration, with a battle system that is both visceral and tactical. The use of the axe as the main weapon brings a sense of weight and impact that makes each confrontation thrilling. The narrative is one of the game's standout features, exploring the father-son relationship in a deep and sincere way. The plot not only progresses through a series of epic and emotional events, but also showcases the personal development of the characters. The way Kratos and his son interact and face challenges together adds a layer of humanity to the game, making the experience even more immersive. The game's visuals are stunning, with majestic landscapes ranging from dense forests to submerged caves. Each environment is meticulously detailed, creating a world that feels alive and dynamic. The combination of a powerful narrative with robust gameplay makes this title one of the best PS4 games you should play. The journey doesn't stop here. God of War Ragnarok is a sequel that takes the franchise to new heights. Continuing Kratos and his son's journey, the game delves even deeper into Norse mythology and the conflicts shaping the characters' fates. The gameplay evolves from the previous title, introducing new moves, weapons, and greater depth in battles. The sense of power gained from mastering new skills and facing even more challenging enemies will captivate any gamer. The narrative continues to explore the complex father-son relationship, now set against a backdrop of chaos and destiny. The plot is filled with dramatic and emotional moments, keeping players invested in the story from start to finish. The characters' decisions and actions have visible and significant impacts on the unfolding story, adding an extra layer of immersion. Visually, the game impresses with even more refined graphics and grandiose settings. The Norse landscapes are depicted with a level of detail that makes each environment feel unique and vibrant. The combination of an epic narrative with robust gameplay and stunning visuals makes this a game that definitely deserves your attention. Next, we have a game that didn't make a big splash at launch, but gradually found its audience and is now loved by thousands of players. Days Gone stands out with its open-world post-apocalyptic concept, packed with action and survival. The game puts you in the role of a bounty hunter in a world ravaged by a zombie-like infestation. The gameplay combines intense combat, exploration, and survival, challenging players to constantly adapt to the threats around every corner. The enemy hordes are a highlight, providing thrilling and chaotic battles that test your skills and strategies. The game's plot is as engaging as its gameplay. The story centers on the protagonist's personal journey as he seeks answers and tries to find purpose in a crumbling world. Interactions with other survivors and the development of his personal story add emotional depth that goes beyond mere survival. The narrative intertwines with gameplay mechanics, creating an experience that is both emotionally and challengingly rich. Visually, Days Gone impresses with its vast and detailed world, ranging from dense forests to ruined camps. The setting significantly contributes to the game's atmosphere, making you feel truly immersed in the dangerous and desolate environment. If you enjoy games that blend intense action with a captivating story, this is one of the best games to play. In 11th place, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake, an example of how to revitalize a classic with modern graphics and enhanced gameplay. This reimagining of the iconic survival horror game offers an experience as terrifying as the original, but with an updated perspective that elevates immersion. The game features cutting-edge graphics and mechanics that heighten suspense and fear. The sense of tension is constant, especially when exploring dark locations and facing enemies that threaten your survival. The narrative unfolds across two distinct campaigns, allowing players to view the outbreak events from different angles. Each campaign offers a unique perspective on the unfolding chaos, keeping players engaged with interlinked stories and revelations that add depth to the plot. Now, let's discuss a game that's quite controversial, Some hate it while others defend it passionately. Death Stranding brings a unique and innovative gameplay approach. In a post-apocalyptic world where society is fragmented, the game places you in the role of a delivery person who needs to reconnect cities and communities. The gameplay revolves around delivering cargo across rugged and dangerous terrain, which may seem simple but turns out to be a deep and challenging experience. Each journey and delivery involves strategy and planning, making the journey as significant as the destination. The game is also notable for its engaging narrative and stunning visual style. The story unfolds non-linearly, gradually revealing the world's mysteries and the characters' secrets. The atmosphere is enhanced by the soundtrack and visual effects, creating a sense of vastness and isolation. This combination makes the gaming experience unique, offering a different perspective from what you might expect in a video game. Interaction with other players is another innovative feature. Although the game is primarily a solo experience, you can leave items and constructions that other players can find and use, fostering a sense of community and cooperation even in an isolated world. If you're looking for a game that challenges your expectations and offers a truly original experience, this is the perfect choice. In contrast to Death Stranding, the next game is an almost universal success, regarded by many as one of the greatest games ever created. The Witcher 3 shines with its vast and rich RPG experience. The game offers an enormous and detailed open world, full of missions, characters, and captivating stories. The gameplay blends strategic combat and deep exploration, where every decision can influence the direction of the story. Navigating this complex universe and interacting with various elements and creatures adds a layer of depth that keeps players constantly engaged. The narrative is one of the game's greatest strengths, with an engaging main story and numerous subplots exploring various themes. Character development is sophisticated, and their personal stories are rich and emotional. The plot is structured to allow players to make choices that impact the world around them, creating a game with multiple endings and lasting consequences. Visually, the game is impressive, with an open-world design that is both majestic and realistic. The soundtrack and sound effects complement the experience, further immersing players in the medieval and fantastical atmosphere of the game. If you're looking for an RPG that offers complete immersion and an engaging narrative, this is one of the best PS4 games you should play. Among the top PS4 games, Detroit: Become Human offers a high-quality interactive narrative experience. Set in the near future, the game explores complex themes such as artificial intelligence and machine rights through an intriguing and branching storyline. The gameplay focuses on choices and consequences, with each decision shaping the story's development and the characters' destinies. How you interact with the world and other characters has a direct impact on the evolution of the plot, making each playthrough unique. The game stands out for its branching narrative and the depth of its characters. Each choice you make can lead to different outcomes and reveal different aspects of the story. This narrative structure makes players feel part of the world and the issues it addresses. The ethical and moral questions that arise throughout the game create an engaging and provocative plot. Visually, the game is impressive, with graphics that bring a level of realism and detail that complements the story. The characters' performances are exceptional, helping to create an emotional connection with the plot and providing an experience that will be hard to forget. In 15th place, we have a true masterpiece, Red Dead Redemption 2. It captures the essence of life in the Old West with impressive accuracy. The game offers a vast, detailed open world where every corner and detail contributes to a total immersion in the time and setting. The gameplay combines action, exploration, and a rich narrative, creating an experience that is both grand and intimate. The sensation of living the life of an outlaw in such an expansive world captivates from the very start. The game's narrative is deeply engaging, exploring themes of loyalty, survival, and the end of an era. The story unfolds through thrilling missions and interactions with a variety of complex characters, each with their own stories and motivations. The development of the characters and the richness of the plot make you feel invested in the journeys and challenges they face throughout the game. Visually, the game is simply stunning. The graphics capture the beauty and brutality of the Old West, setting with a level of detail that makes the world feel truly alive. The soundtrack and sound effects help create an immersive atmosphere that complements the experience. If you're looking for a game that offers an epic and deeply engaging experience, this is by far one of the best games you can play on PlayStation 4. Among the best PS4 games, Elden Ring is a true revolution in the action RPG genre. Set in a vast, open world, the game offers an experience full of challenges and mysteries to explore. Every battle is a test of skill and strategy, and the freedom to face enemies and explore the environment in a non-linear way makes the experience even more engaging. The complexity of the combat and the depth of the game systems ensure a continuous sense of discovery and achievement. The game's narrative unfolds intricately, gradually revealing the story and secrets of the universe you're exploring. With a rich story and well-developed characters, it offers a plot that rewards exploration and attention to detail. The interplay between the story and gameplay creates an experience that is both challenging and fascinating. With impressive graphics and a world design that combines grandeur with subtlety, the game provides exceptional visual and auditory immersion. If you're looking for an RPG that goes beyond the ordinary and offers a deep and rewarding adventure, this game is a must-play for any fan of Souls-like games. Next, we have one of my favorite games, which was elevated to another level on PS4, Shadow of the Colossus. This title presents a unique and poetic approach in both narrative and gameplay. It offers an engaging experience by placing you in a vast open world where your mission is to confront gigantic creatures in epic battles. Each encounter is a challenge that requires both skill and strategy, with a combat design that combines climbing and exploration with impressive emotional and visual depth. The game's story is a journey of adventure and sacrifice, exploring deep and emotional themes through interactions with these giants. The narrative is subtly revealed through exploration and encounters with the Colossi, creating a story that is both personal and universal. The emotional connection with the protagonist and their goals is a fundamental part of the experience, making every victory and defeat feel significant. Visually, the game is breathtaking, with a world design that is both grand and intimate. The soundtrack and sound effects add an extra layer of immersion, enhancing the game's epic and solemn atmosphere. If you're looking for a unique and memorable experience, I guarantee this game will find a place in your heart. Continuing on, we have a game that concludes the story of one of PlayStation's greatest protagonists, Uncharted 4. It's a brilliant example of how to blend action and adventure with a captivating narrative. This title takes you on an exhilarating treasure hunt around the world, combining exploration, combat, and breathtaking cinematic moments. The gameplay is fluid and dynamic, offering an experience that merges intense shootouts with challenging and highly rewarding platforming sequences. The game's story unfolds with an engaging narrative that explores themes of loyalty, family, and the cost of adventure. With a plot full of twists and charismatic characters, the game creates a deep emotional connection, keeping players invested from start to finish. Each new location and discovery adds a layer to the rich plot, providing a gaming experience that is both epic and personal. The graphics are stunning, with a level of detail that vividly brings the environments and characters to life. The soundtrack and sound effects enhance the action, creating an immersive atmosphere that makes you feel part of the adventure. I'm curious to know, which of these games did you enjoy the most, or which ones do you still need to play? And also, which titles do you think should have been included but were left out? Leave a comment sharing your suggestions and experiences, and let's discuss what's worth playing. Don't forget to subscribe to the Play Hunters channel and activate notifications. That way, you'll always be up to date with the latest news and releases in the world of games. Join me and keep exploring the best games and the latest trends in the gaming universe. I'm looking forward to seeing your recommendations. A big hug and see you tomorrow.